Hello, everybody. I want to welcome you to HR 225. I'll be your instructor for this semester. My name is Luann Simmons. I've been in the HR field for 35 plus years, and so I'm excited to share some of the things that I've learned, and I'm more excited to hear some of the things that you learn and some of the things that you can teach me. For this first week, we are going to be going over the syllabus, and we're going to talk about the reading. I'm also going to share with you some principles of training and development, and hope that you will find opportunities to practice the principles that you're learning and to see the correlation between the principles you learn in training and development and the gospel of Jesus Christ. I do want to start by giving you some expectations for this course. We will have 14 weeks together, and during that time, there will be a lot of interaction. We're going to be working together. We're going to be acting as we were a real training and development team, so there will be a lot of interaction. You'll also be expected to interview some of the coworkers that you work with, or to find a company that you're going to be providing a training for. This course is interactive, which means that you will be developing a training that you will be able to provide to a company. So there's a lot involved in this. There'll be a lot of principles that we'll be learning. Please, please make sure that you read the text. If you will read the text before the class that it's due, you will understand the materials that we're going to be talking about, and you'll be able to see how some of those principles connect with the things that you've seen in training and development. Week one, we will be going over some of the components of training. I do want you to think about some of the trainings that you've been to. You'll also need to look at the difference between training and development, because there really is a difference between the two. I encourage you to think about this and think carefully about how you can put this into perspective for what you've seen and what you're going to be doing. I encourage you to come to class dressed professionally. We will be working, as I said, as a real training and development team. We'll be doing a lot of team activities, and we'll be providing a lot of feedback for one another. So I encourage you to be professional in your appearance when you attend class. I also encourage you to be professional in your discussions. I am excited to see what you'll learn this semester. Class one, we will be introducing ourselves to our team. You'll be introducing yourself to the group that you're going to be assigned. You will also start looking at the components of training and development. And in the first class, you'll be working on the elements of the final project. We do have a final project in this class. It is a training that will be given to a company of your choice. So be prepared for that. Come with lots of questions and be excited, because it is an exciting time to look at human resources. There's a lot going on in the industry. You'll also be required to look at the syllabus. I want you to put together a planner so that you can keep up with the work each week. There will not be late work accepted after the deadlines, and the deadlines are Saturday evening, 11:59 p.m. If you do run into a problem, I will work with you and we can talk about what options might be available to you, but just be prepared that there's no late work in this class, particularly when it comes to class discussions. We will have class discussions due every week. What we're looking for is what you learned in the week. It's not what I expect you to learn, it's what you learned and what you're going to do to take the concepts that we're talking about and apply them in your real life. So be prepared for that. On Thursday, we will be talking about the learning contract, and I want you to take a look at the learning contract. It is a contract between you and me, and it's the expectations for this class. Number one, the dress code, professionalism, and I want you to let me know if you're comfortable offering prayer in the class. I also need to have you provide your contact information. I want to be able to get a hold of you if there is a need during the class. And I also will be providing you my contact information, and I encourage you to use the information that I'm going to provide for you. To contact me. I want this to be interactive. I want us to build a relationship, and I'm hoping that as we get to know each other, we'll be able to build that relationship of trust. You can trust me that I will do what I say, and I can trust you that you will do what you say. That's kind of the expectation for this course. It's a brief overview. I do expect you to do the readings ahead of time. If you'll do the readings ahead of time, you will be well prepared for the class and well prepared for the discussions. As I mentioned, the homework is due by the deadline. There is a discussion component to that. We'll be practicing that this week on how to write a discussion post, how to provide feedback for each other, and all of those fun things that we're going to be learning. The discussion questions, the only one that I cannot extend a deadline for, and the presentation. So presentations and discussion points, you've got to be on time for those. We will be practicing, as I mentioned, the discussion posts and the components of the discussion posts on the first day of class. So bring your questions, bring your concerns, take a look at the curriculum. It's great. I actually took the class from the gentleman who wrote the text, Glenn McAvoy. I've met him and he's been in my home. So I'm really excited for you to get to know Glenn McAvoy the way that I did as a great training and development instructor. Have a great week. Let me know if you have questions, and please come to class prepared and dressed professionally. I know because this is a Zoom class, you may be tempted to be a little more casual. I need to have you be professional. It's how I'm going to help you be prepared for your career. If you have any questions, please feel free to give me a text message to area code 801-243-5874, or you can email me at Luanne, that's LUANNE.Simmons, SIMMONS, at ensign.edu. And I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'm excited to see you on Tuesday.